Under word problems, wait, this is, what number are we on? With fractions. You can probably guess what I'm going to tell you you must do for these.
Show your work.
Well, you have to
Think of an easy one.
sketch them out. And this is what I mean with that. They don't have to be pictures that really look like what the problem is about, but they have to be, because this is dealing with fractions. Okay? So here's an example. 2/3 of the 12 musicians played guitar. 2/3 of the 12 musicians played guitar. Played guitar. How many musicians played guitars? How many played guitars? You don't have to write out all these words, but what I do need to see is this. And again, Evelyn, I want these to be rectangles, not circles.
Okay,
You are going to start off drawing a rectangle, and that stands for all the musicians. How many were there? There were 12 musicians. Okay, the rectangle stands for the whole group of them, because you're going to be cutting those groups up into the parts. And then you look at the fraction part. This said 2/3. Well, if the fraction is 2/3, the bottom number tells you what, Abram?
The bottom tells you how it's rounded.
How many equal pieces you're cutting this into. So my rectangle is going to get as equally as you can with sketching it. You're going to cut it into 3 equal pieces. And then you say to yourself, well, Carolyn, if I take 12 and cut it into 3 equal pieces, each piece will have how many in it? 4. So you label this as 4. And then they ask you how many musicians, and you know 2, the top number tells you how many of those pieces you're talking about. 2 of them means there must be 8 guitar players there. What would be the other, what could you say, what would this other chunk be then? What can you say about the other 4 people? Wade?
Like other instruments.
Yeah. Did not play guitar, really, is what you could say. Maybe they sang or whatever it is there. But for sure, when you see a story problem with fractions, you have to sketch out the box, do the cutting up of stuff, and do that. Another example. Well, here's one, a different one. What percent of a whole circle is 1/5 of a circle? What percent of a whole circle is 1/5 of a circle? And again, I know it says you're talking about circles, but you don't need to sketch a circle. What does the box stand for? The box stands for the whole circle. What percent is the whole circle? A whole circle is what percent? If you have a whole thing, it is, Tyler, a whole thing is what percent?
100.
So this is 100%. What are you cutting the 100% into? 5 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you take 100, cut it into 5 equal pieces, each piece, Faith, is?
20.
Yes, 1. And you have 1/5 of it, so 1/5 of a circle is 20%. 2/5 would be 40, 3 would be 60, 4 would be 80, so on, and such that the other thing is, how much money is 3/5 of $3? how much is 3/5 of, what'd I say?
$3.
$3. So your rectangle is going to stand for what?
$3.
$3, or you might as well make it 300 cents. Doesn't matter what you do. If you take 300 cents and cut it into 5 equal pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, each piece will be 60 cents. Very good. And if you have 3 of those 60 cents, that means you have 180 cents, but we'll have to call that $1.80. 3/5. Is there any unclarity in the 6th grade as to those, how to do those